So anywhere behind these two jumps here. This is Blair, everybody. She's an assistant in training, I guess. So we're going to have 4 assistants today, which is awesome. Okay, so in snooker, the object of the game is 37 points to get a qualifying score. That's the goal. All right. So in that accumulation of points, you have an opening sequence and a closing sequence. Unlike gamblers, there isn't a buzzer that delineates when you end your closing and go, or end your opening and begin your closing. When you are finished your opening, you just go to your closing. Nothing tells you that it's time to do that. In your opening, what you need to do is take a red jump, which is, like I said, don't pay attention to the number. I'm just saying that this is a red. Okay, like we have a flag. The reds are one here, one over there, and one up there. You take a red and you take something else out here for points. And the numbers next to the obstacles tell you how many points that it's worth. Okay? And we'll get to that in a second. You take a red, something else for points. A different red and something else for points, and that can be a repeat. Another red and something else for points, and then you start your closing 2 through 7. Okay? When you accumulate all those points, in which case today I'm going to give you 50 seconds, 50, you leave with all your points. Either when you run out of time, or when you're finished the last obstacle, and there's nothing else for you to do. And you take all those points with you. Nothing gets taken away, anything like that. If the judge whistles, that means that you did something wrong. And you need to leave and take everything with you as quickly as possible. So we hope that that doesn't happen, but sometimes it does, and we'll get to some of those things in a way.
So you can't qualify. You get that whistle, there's no way you're...
Not unless you had 37 points when you got the whistle. Already.
Very good.
Yeah.
You could.
Hey, Abby, how are you?
You could. But has it ever happened?
It may have. I mean, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so, since you need 37 points in the opening, going backwards from, if you do your whole entire closing, 2 through 7, hang on, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 equals 27. So that means in your opening, you need 10 points minimum. If you get a point for every red, that's 3. So you need 7 points of something else out here at a minimum. Now, I teach snooker to win. I don't teach snooker to survive. So, if you would like, you can do a red, 7, red, 7, and then you only have to get through 5 in your ending, in your closing, to get 37 points. If you get 6, yeah. If you get 7, and you did 3 7s in your opening, that's even better. I think that adds to it. I can't do it. Even though that is really good. All right, so, the best way to learn snooker is by mistakes, unfortunately. So once you've made almost every snooker mistake out there you can possibly make, you'll be really good at snooker, right? So when there's a mistake out here today for the purposes of learning, I'll say whistle, and then I'll say, what did you do to make that happen? Maybe you'll know, maybe you don't know. We'll figure that out and we'll talk through it. Okay, so one of my pet peeves, let me back up a little bit. When I'm walking snooker or strategizing snooker, the first thing I always do is before I even walk in the ring, I look at my course map and I figure out where the start line is and the finish line. Because the ring crew, the judge, the timer, the scribe, they hate nothing more than when you come in and you go to the line and you set your dog up right here. Because then I gotta go, or whoever's timing or scribing needs to go back up, and then you gotta put your leash back on, and wrestle your dog back here, kiss him, take the leash off, and then go. So know where your start-finish line is. Because the other part that's very important is at the end, whether you're whistled off or you are out of time or you finished your last obstacle. Don't do that one yet. You can do the other one. You got to get out of the ring as quickly as possible. Because let's say I ran and got a 37 and Larry ran and got a 37. If I got out of the ring faster than him, I win.
Sorry, there you go.